Good day there, everyone. Welcome to episode 8 of Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie. And, we are gonna have a lot to talk about this episode. Your feathered body that you've brung. What about him? Yes, in episode 7 I did say you can get a Mumbo token here. We're just gonna grab that now. Or not. Or not. You know, that's another thing we could do. Just miss it. Oops. There seems to be a wall there. Do we have enough eggs? Never have enough eggs. Except in real life, because I really don't like eggs. I know there's a trick you can do here, where if you get this just right, you can like... Oh, yes, I did it! Oh, I'll take that! Sequencing. So yeah, that's not the way you're meant to do that. But it is a way you can do that, so, you know. Can't believe I got that my first try, though. I've done so bad this whole Let's Play. That's it! You've created a shortcut! Hop in and see! See, I've been so bad, I've been so unlucky with this series, but finally, something went my way the first time, and I got that trick. So we need to go in here. I don't need Honeycomb enough to be chased by bees. We've got to break this down. We're going to break down walls. And... boom! Rusty Bucket Bay. So this level is... not the most loved in Banjo-Kazooie, I will say. And on these next two levels, I have some controversial opinions. Both this level and the next level, I have controversial opinions about. I will save my controversial opinions of the next world when we do the next world, but I want to talk about Rusty Bucket Bay. Now, Rusty Bucket Bay, many people say is the worst level in Banjo-Kazooie. People do not like this level. And I can see where they're coming from. There's a lot to not like about this level. It can be confusing. There's many annoying parts. One of the hardest parts in Banjo-Kazooie ever is in this level. And I think the only reason that I give this level a pass is because that very difficult part becomes dead easy in the Xbox Live version. Because, see, there are a lot of places you can die in Rusty Bucket Bay. And in the Nintendo 64 version, having a lot of places you could die was horrible. Because every time you died, you had to get all 100 notes again. The note totals reset. But in Xbox Live, suddenly, the notes don't reset. You just get to keep every note you collect. So I think the Xbox Live Arcade version fixed a lot of problems people had with Rusty Bucket Bay. The main problem in my mind being, yeah, you die a lot, and that makes it very hard to get all the notes. Getting 100 notes in this level can suck. I get that. Another thing that I think people have with this is just that it's a very confusing level. It can be hard to know where you're going, what you have and haven't collected. The game does not help much in that fact. I also know this. But I can't help it. I don't hate this level. I kind of like it. It's bad for speedrunning, but I like it. Anyway, hit this to make these stop in the engine room. Or slow down, I should say. They don't stop, but they slow down enough for you to go through them. But yeah, I don't hate Rusty Bucket Bay. And, in fact, I'm almost thinking that it's not that you can die very easily, that a lot of people have problems with Rusty Bucket Bay, because the next world, you die a lot more. At least I die a lot more. And that world seems to be loved. So, you know what? I don't know. But a lot of people hate this level. I don't get it. I love the music. Look at that skybox. This, like, dream popsicle sort of like look, this sunset sort of gradient. Like, it's one of the best skylines in Banjo-Kazooie. I don't get it. This switch is very hard to get. You have to be pretty spot on to get that one. But there you go. Gets the Jiggy in the main world. But I know the real reason as well people might hate this level, and that's one part. And that's why I say I kind of get where people are coming from. Because one thing in Bubble Gloop Swamp made me not like Bubble Gloop Swamp as much. I love Bubble Gloop, but there's one part in it that made me dislike it. And it's a shame. But you gotta face facts. That is a part in Bubble Gloop that made me hate it. And there is a part in Rusty Bucket Bay that I can definitely see making people hate it. And it's not these things, even though they are kind of annoying. But there is one room, and everyone knows, everyone who's played this and gotten this far knows what room I'm talking about. Anyone who's seen a Let's Play of this, not even played it, they know what room it is. Everyone knows it. Probably one of the worst rooms in the game in the Nintendo 64 version, but not that much better in the Xbox version. And we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Damn you! Okay, we've done everything on this side of the ship, except for the room. Starring Tommy Wiseau. No, this room. Let's do it. So first off, you drop down here, and go into this little hole here. First honeycomb piece. Now, this is the room everyone hates. And you know what? I lied. I lied. In the demo for Banjo-Kazooie, they did show the engine room. And for some reason, I forgot. But yes, I very vividly remember, just like the church in Mad Monster Mansion, they showed this room. However, in my mind, remember, little kid, never got to either of these worlds. For some reason, I thought Mad Monster Mansion came after this room, because it looked like a final world. It was a castle sort of world, and after playing a lot of, like, Mario's and, you know, playing Castlevania and just a bunch of things where, like, the castle is, like, the main bad end, like, the ending sort of thing. Like, my little kid mind was just like, oh, that's gotta be the final room. Like, the final level. But no, no. This one comes after it. And little did I know at the time that the room they were showing off was one of the most hated rooms in all of Banjo-Kazooie. Huh. The engine room. It is very easy to do that. Yep. Yep. I just did that. So yeah, it is insanely easy to fall here. Almost too insanely easy to fall here and die. And in the Nintendo 64 version, every time you died, the notes reset. There are so many thin platforms, so many spinning blades, so much shit. Oh yeah. And every time you die, the blades reset. Which means you have to go back up and... Now, I haven't died in the engine room for a long time. A long time. Like years. But of course, because I'm Let's Playing this, Let's Play fucking Curse means that I, of course, have to die. Everything has to go wrong. So, I don't know why. But Let's Play Curse, still strong. Gotta do this again. This captain's gonna kick my ass the second I get out of this cutscene. Oh, damn it! So, yes, this is where everyone dies. This is what, if you're playing the Nintendo 64 version, this is what you do first. Before anything else, before you grab any other notes, anything else, you do this room. Because it sucks. I'll admit. Like, I'm not gonna say just because I like this level that this room isn't, like, one of the worst things in the game. Because it is. I agree with that. Especially in the Nintendo 64 version. There's not too much to cry about in this version. I mean, you know, you die, you have to reset the switch, but that's about it. But yes, I agree. There's too many spinning instant death platforms. There's too many spinning instant death... How? Like, I'm actually doing so bad that I'm amazing myself right now. I don't think I ever did this bad at this level. I'm impressing myself. I gotta be honest, I'm legitimately impressing myself. How? How? And yes, I know the very obvious answer. I'm drunk. I'm doing this all in 2 recording sessions, both in which I'm drinking. But that's... Don't drink and play platform games. Yes, I know. But that's more than being drunk. I'm not so drunk I'm falling out of my fucking chair, like... Come on. This is silly. I mean, obviously don't talent trot at all in this room. Just don't. You'll just die. Please wait for the train to come to a complete stop before getting off. Thank you. Gotta be careful. Smash this down. The blades outside are slowing down. It's not these blades though. So these blades speed up and slow down. You gotta jump through. No! Like that. And of course, if they hit you at the wrong angle, they will just hit you straight down, and you will die, and it is not fun. But look! We finally got the Jiggy! If only that's the only thing we had to do in the engine room. No, there is one more thing we have to do, and unfortunately that means going through these blades again. And... Ow! No! Fucking hell. I just smacked right into those. Come on. Now! Cool! There's an extra life here, because the game knows that by the time you got here, you probably lost 5 or 6 of them. Now. Make sure I'm lined up proper. Because if it wasn't bad enough you had to do the engine room, now you gotta do it with a timer! Yeah! So now those have completely oh my god. Those completely stopped! Fucking hell. And you have 65 seconds to get to where you saw the Jiggy. Sorry, my brain is panicking, because I know I wasted a lot of time there. My brain's like, uh-oh. Go, 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 go. Okay, 20 seconds. Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? This is slower, this is slower. Yep. So the blades are insta-kill! Yay! The second that hits 0, you're dead. And, yes. But, luckily, this is not the Nintendo 64 version, this is the Xbox Live Arcade version. And, as long as I got that Jiggy, it's fine. I don't have to recollect the notes. So thank God. Because without the Nintendo 64 version, guess who's doing the engine room again? So, I don't know why I turned French there. Stereotypically French. But, whatever. So that's the engine room done. Finally fucking finished it. That's why people hate Rusty Bucket Bay. But you know what? Now we've done that, the rest of this level's fine. Apart from the engine room, I don't have a problem with Rusty Bucket Bay. So now we got that annoyance out of the way, which, yes, is the 3rd worst thing in Banjo-Kazooie. Second to only the, fucking Mr. Vile in Bubble Gloop Swamp, and one thing we have not done yet. We can get on with the nice parts of Rusty Bucket Bay, like exploring the ship and stuff. That's fun. So some of these you can break. You can tell the difference between which one's breakable and which one's not. You can see this one's slightly more bright and bulbous. That's the one you can break, and this is the one you can't. You can tell. It's just a slight visual thing, but it's cool, you can tell. Jiggy right there. Also, if other people hate Rusty Bucket Bay, because I know there's a lot of Rusty Bucket Bay hate, if you hate it for anything other than the engine room, please let me know, because I'm genuinely curious. Like, I'm not trying to, like, call people out or anything. I do genuinely want to know why people don't like Rusty Bucket Bay, because I don't hate it myself. So, I would actually love to know. Like, I want to know people's opinions on this level. So, Mumbo token in here, if you don't mind taking a hit. Stupid bear, you'll have to learn. That red hot ovens tend to burn. See, don't touch anything red hot. Don't touch any of the stoves or anything. This is an easily missable note, by the way. Make sure you grab that. If you're following along at home and doing all the stops that I've been to, you should have 48 notes at this point. If you got 47, you probably missed that one. Yeah, don't like you. There's a gold feather there if you want it. Anytime you want to go into that porthole, mate. Ahoy! Dead. Oops. The noises they make. I don't know why I kind of sound like an alien off Mars sax when I did that, though. Alrighty. Okay, I think that's everything on this little side here. Could be wrong. No, it is. So let's... this note. And this note. Let's quickly grab this Mumbo token. Nope, gonna have to backflip for that one. Now, I believe the code for this is 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Yep, there we go. The code for that is written on a wall somewhere in Rusty Bucket Bay, but the code never changes, so if you know the code is 231111, you can get it every time. Sweet! Alright, let's continue on. We gotta go up the, these parts of the boats, the steam pipes. I don't know what they're called, sorry. I don't do boats maintenance, you know, as a hobby or anything. Watch out for that guy. He's gotten me a couple times in the past. There were a lot of Mumbo tokens in Rusty Bucket Bay in the next level because there is no transformation in Rusty Bucket Bay, but there is a transformation in the next level, and that one costs a lot. You would think that keeps on going up in increments of 5. We had 5, 10, 15. So you'd think it'd be 20. Maybe you'd be wrong. It's not 20, it's more than 20. And there we go. Look at that, we already got half the Jiggies. See, once we get out of the shitty engine room, things aren't that bad here. So, anyway. Let's sort of go back to where we started. Gingerly. Now, we'll see around the outside of the ship here, there's these little portholes that have tolls. The toll is eggs, and you have to shoot in the number of eggs that says on the toll there. This one says 2, but if you shoot in another 2, in this one only... oh wait, no, it's 4? There we go. That's a little hidden thing it does. It basically makes it so that you can get the camera to do that. And for some reason I can't move it. There we go. It basically moves it away from that enemy, and also makes it so you can get the golden feathers and the Mumbo token. So if you didn't know that, now you do. Also, any window on these sheds here that isn't yellow and is like that, you can break and go down into it, so be sure to do that. Is there anything over here? Oh, there might be something. I don't know. You know, that might be a little important. So make sure you get that. Extra life here if you want. Walk the plank, you scurvy dogs. And there's also some notes here, so be sure to get these. Okay. Whoa! I forgot there was a piranha in here. Almost just ran straight into it. So now this water is oil. Basically, every hexagon is supposed to take 10 seconds to deplete per one. However, in oil, your breath depletes twice as fast, so every hexagon only counts as 5 seconds of air. So instead of having a minute, you only have 30 seconds. Oh. Oh, I'm screwed. Oh no, he disappeared. Oh. And, so in normal water, as soon as Banjo hits the surface, as soon as his head's above water, your breath stops depleting. You know, it won't go down. However, in oily water, your breath keeps depleting. Even if I don't know if it keeps depleting. But I know it doesn't go back up. Like, usually your breath goes right back up as soon as you bob your head up underwater. But see, gotta pay very special attention. My breath is still at 1. You have to actually get completely out of oily water for your breath to regain. Now, while that doesn't mean much in this room, where you can just get out of the water at any point, the only way to get out of water in the rest of Rusty Bucket Bay is to find specific ladders. Otherwise, you can't jump, which means it's very important to get to dry land as soon as possible. Anyway, we're gonna fly here and get the... Is this the first or the second? Oops. It's the nothing, because I fucked it up. Of course I fucked it up. I fuck up everything. That's such a shame. Last time I played this game a couple months ago, I did that so smoothly on my first try. It was beautiful. I got the honeycomb piece, and on the beak bomb, I killed the enemy. It was nice. But no. Oh, come on! Again? Well, welcome to the next 5 minutes of this episode. Me failing at depth perception. Also, I've left the heater on again. Are you kidding me? I forgot. I'm sorry. It's just been so cold. It's freezing. It's the start of winter. What the hell? Why did you face that way? Finally. There we go. Okay, so imagine I did that except the first time. It was a lot cooler when I did it. Now, here we go. Shark? Fuck off! I have tests to run, you prick. Yeah, see, in oily water, even if your head's above water, look, your health still depletes. Give it time. See, there we go. It depletes slower than when your head is below water, at a normal rate of 1 hexagon every 10 seconds, but still depletes. So get out of the water as fast as possible. In the non-oily water inside the shed there, it doesn't deplete at all, I don't think, when your head's above water. But in the oily, it does. So keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Anyway, let's carefully go along this thin area here. There we go. We passed the 7/10 mark. No windows to break there. Now this is toxic. This isn't water at all. You can go into it, but it hurts. And it'll keep hurting. It's like the piranha water. It's like the hot sand, except you can't swim in the hot sand. So it's like the piranha water, or the freezing water. That's what I meant to say. It's like the freezing water, Freeze Easy Peak, or the piranha water. I don't know why I mentioned the sand at all. I am a goof. These TNT boxes chase you until they hurt you. I'm glad I could show that off. I didn't even get a chance to pretend like I was trying to run away from that, I guess. Oh yeah, here's one of the other few instances you actually need the dash move. The first time was in the tutorial world, the second time was in Bubble Gloop Swamp, and the third time only you ever need to use it is here. That's the third time we've used that move, and we're on level 8. Oh dear, we've only got 16 seconds. Better get a move on. This timer isn't as restricting as others have been, but it's still pretty quick. Now, don't worry, you can't actually get locked in here. You have to move completely out of its radius. See? You have to get to a point where you could not spin back into it until it actually closes. You can't soft lock yourself, which is good. Now, where's... Here it is. Just trying to find the nearest ladder, and it is here. Because we have not paid the egg toll. There we go, that one has a total of 4. Oh, look, an open crate. Why don't we hop on in? There's some health in here, if you, so need. That was completely not my fault, okay? That, I definitely did what I needed to get that. That's bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that. I don't call bullshit often, but I call bullshit on that. There's no way that that missed. What did I do different? There are a lot of these here. You can basically refill your health bar from 0. Oh man, the bees are still pissed off. Yeah. Whoops. Should have done this last. But I only had 1 bit of health left. There was no point risking it. Fuck off! Well, they may have hit me a couple times, but I still got out of there with the net gain of health, so... Whoop, Mumbo token. Nope, eggs. Can you blame me? They look kind of the same when you just quickly go past them. TNT boxes. You can golden feather your way through this, by the way. But you could also just let them blow themselves up. You don't even have to take 1 bit of health, but I did because I suck. Because when have I not fucked this up, honestly, this whole Let's Play? I think every episode I've said, let's just fuck everything up I possibly can, the Let's Play. Also, that second container that didn't have a hole at the side to go through, you go through it at the top. Now, this one can be confusing. It's an enclosed space with a lot of boxes hiding a lot of things. So just grab everything that I grab in here and you'll be right. Make sure you grab this Jinjo. He can be hard to see. That's probably the most important thing in here, I think. It's a Mumbo token. I think that's it. I think it's just the Mumbo token and the Jinjo. Yep, okay. So make sure you do that. It's very important because if you miss that Jinjo, you're not getting the Jiggy, obviously. So now the toll to get to the bridge is over on that side. And that's annoying. Is there a way to cheese this? Absolutely. It's very hard to, though. You have to do that. I'm kind of surprised I did that, obviously. But, yeah. Then you can... you can do that. So, just do that. That's another annoying point of Rusty Bucket Bay, is getting to that toll 6, so you can get to the rest of everything. But as long as you do that, and if you're playing the Nintendo 64 version, it's actually a lot easier to pull that trick off, because like I said in episode 1, the Xbox Live Arcade version made it so that slopes are more slippery. You have less frames to do things on than you do in the Nintendo 64 version. Which means that trick I just pulled off on the slopes well, you have a lot more chance and a lot more time to actually pull that trick off than you would in the Xbox Live Arcade version. It's not impossible to do it, as I showed off there, but it is a lot more difficult. So, that's the one good thing about playing the Nintendo 64 version, is you can pull that trick off a lot better, and whoops. Good thing there's no fall damage going down there. Also, there's a way to cheese this boss. So this boss is going to be a big TNT box that breaks up into other TNT boxes. But what you can do is just keep shooting eggs at it like this. Now that Jiggy is supposed to be inside him. I'm not doing a very good job at showing this fucking trick off. Well, I did a really fucking shit job of that. But basically, you can keep shooting eggs and quickly run to grab the Jiggy before he can hit you once. Now, the Jiggy is only supposed to show up when you've hit all the boxes. And as you can see, you hit 1, it turns into 2. If you hit 2, it turns into 4. And I think 4 turns into 8. And then once you've hit all 8 of those guys, the Jiggy appears. However, if you do it before he technically spawns, the Jiggy just goes out of his body. So you can just do that. And if you're better than me at life, you don't have to fight him at all. Or you can just get hit like 8 fucking times and waste 3 fucking gold feathers being an absolute fucking idiot like me. Don't be like me. Just in life in general, don't be like me. Do everything opposite that I do. So now we're gonna go on this very narrow, zigzaggedy path. I'm getting Bubble Gloop Swamp vibes off this path. A total of 6. I forgot that we've done this already. What we haven't done is gone here. And look, the orange Jinjo is here. Which means we have to do this. Replenish my health here as well. Not a bad idea. There we go, Jinjo. 4th of 5. Up, down we go. Whoops. I ducked down too early. Now luckily there are some crates floating in the river. So you can stand here, wait for the health to replenish, and then go back down again. Now down here, by where those spinning rotors were, there's this empty grate here. Well, open grate I should say. It's not empty, because down here is our final Jinjo. Probably not a good idea to get him last, because Banjo just sits there in the polluted water for like 5 seconds being an idiot. If we go up here, some notes. 596. There we go. Hooray, I actually dodged the TNT box. Now, uh-oh, we've gone all around, but we haven't found the last Jiggy or the last 4 notes. That's alright, I do know where they are. They're on the other side of the ship here. You may have heard him call out. There he is. This dolphin is our last Jiggy. We have to free him. But where are the last 4 notes? Well, just swim through here. I like how Banjo took a breath while he was still very clearly underwater. A little odd quirk there. Also, this water is still oil, so make sure you get out of there fast. Get rid of these 2. Release the anchor! And he's dead. That went right through him. Thanks, guys! I found this earlier. It's yours! I'm free! Free! I don't know how dolphins sound. Annoying and ee. Yes. I have nothing against gold. I have nothing against gold. I don't know what the hell's wrong with my mouth today. But there we go! 100 notes! Huzzah! And now we just dive back through here. And there it is! The last Jiggy. Did I get the honeycomb pieces? Okay, I did. find a ladder. It's faster to do this. Sorry, Banjo. I feel a little bad. So what's my time for that? Nope, that's Gruntilda's lair. That's Spiral Mountain. That's the game total. Oh my god. It doesn't cycle. Ah! Spam that button! 32:27. What's my record? 32:27. Spam. $20.40. Shoot. Top 300. Oh yeah, I never saw the titles of my others. Mad Monster Mansion. Oh, that's not a great time. Top 1000, but Gobi's Valley. Oh, top 300. Not bad. Freeze Easy Peak. Just below the top 200. I think I could beat that time. Bubble Gloop Swamp. Not great. 341. Ooh, not even Shadow is top. Who's top on this one? Ah, damn. Oh, Bugger Power. Right. So in the first episode, I was talking about how finally 912 is a fake account that hacked the time. Bugger Power is the second. There are two accounts that actually have hacked times. Bugger Power is the second of these accounts, and unfortunately, people like Shadow Worm and the 8-Bit Beast have not knocked these two off yet, which is a shame. Oh well. Actually, did they do that for... Yes, he did it for Freeze Easy Peak, and he did it for Gobi's Valley. And Mad Monster Mansion. So Bubble Gloop Swamp, we seem to be having problems kicking these guys off. That's a shame. Oh, Clanker's Cavern, I'm top 200. Nice. And Treasure Trove Cove, top 200 again. But nothing's gonna beat that Momo's Mountain. It's 118. Actually, wait. Oh no. Very close. Anyway, I did not get a great time for Rusty Bucket Bay. Comparatively. So that was that. We need to get the Jiggy off this world as well. It's good to be back in normal waters. Where you don't die in 5 seconds. There we go. The Jiggy for this world's very easy to find. It's right here. There we go. Whoa! Sea mine! Roar! Sea mine! That's a shit impression. It reminded me of Hot Fuzz. The guy that speaks like gibberish. Yeah. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. Ow. By the way, the game expects you to do this. That's why I'm just getting my ass kicked. This is very nice. Uh-oh. Still blocked. So this is where the last world is going to be. That's right. World 9 is the last. We're very close to the end, guys. A couple more episodes. And hey, Brentilda, let's hear some more Gruntilda facts. Get the pen and paper. Grease and Gruntilda's favorite pastime is collecting dragon teeth. That's a cool pastime, actually. Collecting dragon teeth? That's not embarrassing, really. This poor guy called Greasy Grant was her first and only boyfriend. Greasy Grant. I wonder what his last name is. It'd probably be something weird like Kirkhope. That'd be silly, huh? Sorry, Grant. Ah, damn it! Stop talking, I need to hear more facts about you. Oh no! My TV's turning off. Shoot! I hope that doesn't come up on the recording. When she was younger, Grunty used to have a greasy warthog as a pet. Greasy warthog. Alright. And that's that. Okay, thank you very much. Let's climb up on these leaves. Oh, another note door. 765. We have 800. So we've got enough of that. But we're not going to go through there just yet. We're going to save that. So a place we can go through there too. What's this? A Jiggy switch. So, there you go. We actually need to put that down first before we can put in the puzzle pieces for the final level. And that's because you can actually get to the puzzle for the final level as early as, I want to say, World 2. Hang on. I'm lost. No, there we go. So you want to look for this place here. Sort of hidden. And talk to this pot. Now remember, probably not, in episode 2 or 3, I activated that pot there and said that's one of the few pots I'm going to activate. And that's because, instead of having to go all the way throughout the whole castle, you can just do this and get to this point. Now this is where Treasure Trove Cove was. And that's Clanker's Cavern up there. So yeah, that's Treasure Trove Cove there. But down here is where we need to go. And this is what I was saying. The game had to make sure that you could not put puzzle pieces in for Click Clock Wood. Because if you could softlock yourself by not having enough pieces to get to Clanker's Cavern. Many tricks are up my sleeve. To save yourself, you better leave. There we go. Click Clock Wood is open. And look! Brentalfloss! We can do more of these! Ugly Grunty's nickname was Jelly Belly. Nickname. Jelly Belly. I also know that freshly burst boils is her favourite smell. Oh, freshly burst boils. Mmm. And the old hag's favourite colour is ghastly grey. I'd also like to point out how colour was spelt. Take note. That's how you spell it. Damn it. Put the U in, you lazy bastard. Anyway. So now we've done that, I'm actually going to leave it here for this episode. We're going to go and head into Click Clock Wood and do that next episode. This is the one level that I'm actually not confident with. Every other level I can do without a guide, but this one, it's going to be difficult. So I'm going to just give myself a few quick pointers before I do the video, and then hopefully do it without guide and not miss anything. I'm kind of scared, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys so much for watching through all this. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. It helps out a lot, and follow through. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. See ya!